In this video, I will show you how to embed a Vimeo channel to your Shopify store quickly and easily. So with this, people can come in, they can watch all of your videos on your website, they can click into different videos on your channel, and they can even go ahead and follow you on Vimeo and check out your content there. The first thing that we need to do is open up Elfsight. This is the tool that we will be using to build the widget, and I've linked it in the description below. Go ahead and click on that link and it will take you straight over to this page. This link also ensures that everything connects properly when we embed it. From here, just enter your email into this box to sign up for free, and then on this next page, create your password. Just like that, we are signed up and ready to go. Okay, so from here, once we are signed up to Elfsight, to grab the widget that we need in order to add a Vimeo channel, what we want to do is go up to search widgets right here at the top of the page, and we can search for Vimeo. Then right here, the Vimeo gallery, this is the widget that we are looking for. So we can go ahead and click into this. And now under choose a template, in here, we have a few different templates to choose from. But of course, the one that we want to go with is the channel widget right here, because this is going to allow us to add a full channel. So we select this and then we can click continue with this template. And now in the content area, under sources, this is where we can go ahead and add our Vimeo channel. So we just go to add source right here, and then you want to go over to Vimeo, grab your channel URL and paste this into here. And that is how you can go ahead and add in your channel. So once this is added, we can then play around with a few different settings, like the gallery title that's going to show up at the top of this. We can click in and we can change what this says. We can then go into the language and play around with the language. And we can go into sorting and choose how these videos are going to be sorted. Next, we can go down to layout and we can choose how we would like to have this laid out. If we want a slider, if we want a playlist that looks like this, or a grid. And with each of these underneath, we are going to have settings that we can go into and adjust, like the amount of columns and rows, the space in between these videos, how this is going to look on mobile, and pagination, so we can either skip like this and look through the channel, or we just have a load more button, which is going to load more videos right here. Now going back, we can then go into the header settings, and the header right here at the top, we can turn this on or off. We can choose what elements are going to be displayed in here and what is going to make this up. We can then go to the video settings, and once again, we can play around with the video settings right here. We can add and take away these different things. And then we can play with the gallery width. With width, I wouldn't recommend touching this because you might mess up the dimensions. It's just not something that you need to play around with. Then we can go into playback and we can choose when people want to watch the videos straight from your Shopify store. How are we going to do this? Is it going to be a straight player just like this? Is it going to be a pop-up where people can click into a video and they can watch it as a pop-up? Is this going to be inline where people can watch it just small screen right here? And then if they want to make it big, they can double click on this. Or is this going to actually take them over to Vimeo? So they click and they are on Vimeo. So I'll just stick with the player right here. We can then once again go down to the settings and play around with all of these different settings that are going to be shown. We can choose what happens when this video finishes and if the next video is going to autoplay. And then the last thing that we can do is we can come into style. And this is where we can play around with things like the background color. So I'll set this to maybe not white. That was quite terrible. But let's set this to red in this example. We can change the text color. We can change the accent color. And once we have this all set up and we are now ready to add this to Shopify, all we now have to do is click on publish. And Elfsight is going to take us over to this page where we can now choose a plan. Now, the plan I recommend getting started with is this free plan right here, as this is going to allow you to add the Vimeo channel to your website for completely free. It's going to allow you to test this out and to drive traffic. And then later down the line, if you decide that you want to upgrade, if you want more widgets, or if you want more views, then you can upgrade to one of these paid plans at any time. But for now, just select the free plan. And then once this free plan has been selected, Elfsight is going to give us this piece of code that we can use to put this Vimeo channel onto our Shopify store. So all we need to do is click on copy code, and then we can go over to our Shopify editor. In here, we want to go to add section, and the section that we want to add is called custom liquid. So we can start typing this in and select custom liquid. And then right here inside of liquid code, we just click in and paste in the code that we just copied. After a few seconds, just like this, the Vimeo channel is now going to be added, and that is how you can add a Vimeo channel to your Shopify store.